Good morning, Oxbow Creek, and welcome back to the last week of 2018. I can't believe we won't see you until next year in 2019. How did that happen? Well, during the months of December, we've been looking at the word empathy, and this last week we're talking about two very important words related to empathy, caring and generosity. And we have a dad in our building who's got some kids here, and he started a really neat thing. It's called Be the Nice Kid. You maybe have seen this around school, but I want to read it to you because I think it's an awesome one. Some kids are smarter than you. Some kids have cooler clothes than you. Some kids are better at sports than you. It doesn't matter. You have your thing too. Be the kid who can get along. Be the kid who is generous. Be the kid who is happy for other people. Be the kid who does the right thing. Be the nice kid. What a great saying. What a great way to put those thoughts together, that generosity piece. This week, as we think about getting closer to Christmas and New Year's, think about generosity. It's a time of the year when a lot of people are doing some really wonderful things. Our student leaders have their take on these words as well. Take it away, you guys.
My pencil broke.
That's too bad.
Hey, Naima, can I borrow one?
I don't have any extra pencils.
And how am I ever going to finish this assignment?
I don't know, but if I were you next time, I wouldn't break my pencils.
My pencil broke.
Do you want to borrow one of mine?
Sure.
I have plenty.
Thanks for being generous.
Generous Squad!
Well, look who showed up for the book brags this week. One of our reading teachers in 5th grade, and this guy knows a lot about reading. What are you going to brag about today?
Well, I am bragging about a book entitled Interdimensional Chaos. It's written and illustrated by Gavin Walls, and it's a graphic novel. And it has a villain or antagonist by the name of Mega Brain. And Mega Brain, as you would guess, causes a lot of chaos. It's one of my favorite books of all time. It has a character named Keith. My name is Keith. Oh, yes. I don't think it has to do with me, but Keith gets shot by a ray and turned into a puddle. And he runs away from the villain at certain times, but he comes back very buff. Nice. And so it is just a great graphic novel, incredible illustrations. I'm not sure we'll get a lot of the students to be able to read this one, but I think we want to keep our eyes peeled in the future because I think Gavin Walls has a great future in writing and illustrating.
We'll look for that author name. There's nothing about a principal in this book, is there?
I did not see anything about a principal, but maybe the sequel.
In the sequel, Interdimensional Chaos. It kind of sounds like Oxbow Creek sometimes. I don't know. Thanks, Mr. Rose.
Thank you.
We also have some student book braggers this week, and I love it. We've got a kindergartner here. Oliver, come on over. Did you find a book that you love? All right.
Hi, I'm Oliver from KBY. I'm here to tell you about one of my favorite books, The Day the Crayons Quit by Drew D. Walt. The Day the Crayons Quit is about when a boy named Duncan found a stack of papers on his desk. It's from his crayons. They wrote about how Duncan doesn't use them or doesn't color inside the lines. If you love adventure books, then you would love The Day the Crayons Quit.
I need to read that book. That sounds like a great one. Thanks for sharing that with us, Oliver. Kindergartners reading awesome books. Fantastic. Mia, come on over. 2nd grader from Miss OB. You can wait right there. Come on over.
Hi, my name is Mia Das from TOB. I am here to tell you about one of my favorite books, The Courage of Sarah Noble by Alice. The Courage of Sarah Noble is about a girl who went into the forest and her mom did not give up in her courage. If you like adventure books, then you would love The Courage of Sarah Noble.
Are there sequels? Are there more than one book about her, or do you know?
I don't know.
There might be another one be worth looking at. Thank you for sharing that, Mia. Jane is one of our 4th graders from Mr. Sherva's class. What do you have for us, Jane?
Hi, I'm Jane from Forest H. I'm here to tell you about one of my favorite books, Fish in a Tree by Linda Millay Hunt. Fish in a Tree is about a girl named Allie who can't read. She has a new teacher that helps her after school and tell her that famous people also had dyslexia. If you like realistic fiction books, then you would love Fish in a Tree.
And dyslexia is something that affects a lot of people. I'm glad that you found that book. Thanks for sharing it with us. That's awesome. And Vivian's one of our 5th graders, and she's perfect for pajama day today.
Hi, I'm Vivian from 5HE. I'm here to tell you about one of my favorite books, The Miraculous Journey of Edward Tulane by Kate DiCamillo. The Miraculous Journey of Edward Tulane is about Edward, a porcelain bunny who loves his owner Abilene,
who loves him just as much. One day, Abeline's family decides to take a cruise, but Abeline meets some mean boys who throws Edwin overboard. Will he ever make it home? Read to see. If you like sad adventure books, then you would love The Miraculous Journey of Edward Tulane.
And if I'm not mistaken, isn't Kate DiCamillo a Minnesota author too? That's fantastic. Thanks for sharing that with us. And last but not least, we have Lexa, one of our 5th graders who's got something to share with us as well.
Hi, I'm Lexa from 5DR. I'm here to tell you about one of my favorite books, Cat and Mouse in the Haunted House by Geronimo Stilton. Cat and Mouse in the Haunted House is about Geronimo. He gets lost in the forest and he finds a castle. In the castle there's lots of spooky things. Will he be found and get out of the castle? When you read it, you can find out. If you like mystery books, then you will love Cat and Mouse in the Haunted House.
And Geronimo Stilton is a very famous and fun author, isn't he? Yeah. Thanks for sharing that with us, Lexa. Fantastic. Remember, with Christmas and New Year's coming up, you've got some time at home. Get some good books to make sure you've got something to do with that time. Well, we know the expo is coming up. Before you know it, it's going to be here. It's actually February 28th. Start thinking of the project that you could do. The registration forms will be going home right after winter break. And remember, all projects need to be done individually. We're not doing this in teams or anything. It's individuals. But we do have a couple examples to share with you today. Miley, one of our 5th graders, come on over. What was it that you did here, Miley?
I drew a flower.
And it's absolutely beautiful. Are you going to do something this year as well?
Yeah.
Have you decided what yet?
No, but I think I might do another painting.
You've obviously got a knack for that. Fantastic. Thanks for sharing that with us as well. Yep. And Luke, come on over. Luke is one of our 3rd graders, and he did something really cool last year, too. Let me hold this for you. What is it that you made here, Luke?
A tic-tac-toe board.
It's a tic-tac-toe board, but it's really cool because it's got these little pieces as well. What did you make these out of?
Wood.
Yeah, you can tell you cut it from a twig, and he's got X's and O's on there. Are you going to do something this year as well?
Maybe.
I hope you do, because this looked like a lot of fun. It was in the games section last year, right? Good job, Luke. Thank you. You got time to think about it. I hope you come up with something to share your brilliance with all of us. We didn't have any kids of character to celebrate this week, but we do have a couple of kids and their accomplishments that we wanted to recognize. It's really cool when you have kids from Oxbow out there doing these great things. And Raya, one of our 5th graders, come on over here. Raya's in Mr. Dreifke's class this year, and if you can tell, she's got a little medallion around her neck. Can you tell us what that's for?
I won the state gymnastics meet.
The state gymnastics meet. So you were in competition with kids from all over the state. Where was this held, the competition?
At the horse barn at the state fair.
And when you are the all-around gymnast in the 11-year-old category, what does that include? What events in gymnastics did that include?
Vault, bars, beam, and floor.
And you were number 1. Way to go. Now, there's not a national competition that you're going to, is there? Not at this point, but maybe in the future we'll see you on the Olympics or something, huh? Congratulations, Raya. Thanks for coming down. Well, not only did we have a state champion in gymnastics, we actually have a national champion in racquetball. So Elizabeth, come on over here. Elizabeth's one of our 5th graders. And the reason we found out about this, she wasn't bragging, but I saw it in the newspaper. And it was right there, and she's being introduced and holding the American flag. So tell us, you're playing racquetball, and where was this held?
San Luis, Mexico.
She got to go down to Mexico to represent Oxbow Creek. That's a long ways from where we are. What does it say on your medallion there?
30th Racquetball IRF Junior World Championship.
It's a world championship. And when did you start playing racquetball?
When I was 6.
It takes a lot of practice to get to go to Worlds. Congratulations to you, and thanks for sharing that with us, Elizabeth. Isn't that fantastic? All these things that kids can do, and then all of a sudden you get these recognitions. It's really cool. Well, those are the announcements for the week. You know, it is going to be a lot of fun. We've got holiday parties, I know, coming up and everything else. And, you know, with almost a 2-week break, I hope you are going home with some good books so you don't spend the whole time on screens and TV and playing video games. Get outside if you can. If you're traveling, I hope it's a safe trip for you. And we'll look forward to seeing you all in 2019. I do have a couple of jokes to end the day. Mason from 2PI, what is the coldest country? Of course, Chile. And this is 2 jokes from 4KN, the newspaper staff. What is Snowman's favorite food? Frosted Flakes. And what do elves learn in school? Well, they learn the alphabet. Alphabet. Of course they do. Those are the jokes. Everybody have a great week, and then have a great break, and we'll see you back here in 2019.